Hey friends, and welcome to another adventure. This is going to be a shorter video, but that's because I'm feeling kind of sick today. I have some longer playthroughs I'd like to start recording, but I want to do that when my voice is 100%. Hopefully you understand, I still really like these short horror experiences with you guys. Today's game is called Don't Let Her In, and it describes itself as a story about being alone. And before we start with the game today, that's actually what I wanted to talk about. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you probably know that I'm someone that actually enjoys being alone. I don't view it as a negative thing. I'm comfortable just with myself. But I think I've been thinking of loneliness at a surface level. The feeling of being alone isn't just, not being in a relationship or not having people physically around you. Feeling alone, really at its core, is when you think there's no one out there even thinking about you. No one out there that would ever reach out. No one out there that would ever reciprocate the same kind of love and effort you would put into a relationship, romantic or not. And when I thought about loneliness in that way, maybe I'm not as comfortable with being alone as I thought. Maybe I've never had the experience of actually, truly being alone. This is all to say, though, that you should never feel hopeless in that regard if you are feeling lonely. Stepping out of your comfort zone as consistently as possible is probably the best way to make changes, especially when the changes you're trying to make are meeting people and fostering human connections. It's scary, it's daunting, but it is possible. And maybe you're not ready for it now, but with practice, you will be. One step at a time, I know you can do it. Love you guys, and I hope you're safe. With that being said, here is Don't Let Her In. It's been weeks since your father left. You're all alone. And the last thing he told you? Don't let her in. So we haven't seen our dad in weeks. He leaves one day, and as he's leaving, he says, don't let her in. And that's all we know. What a cool premise. What a way to start the game. Who are you? I guess we use the arrow keys. Okay, this is an arrow key based game. Good. Let's go ahead and play the character on the left. Week 4. You wonder when Dad will come back. I love the graphics. So I gotta admit, guys, the graphics are what drew me in. I love these visuals. I never get tired of seeing horror games made in this style. I know the one everyone's thinking of right off the bat is Faith, the Unholy Trinity, which I think recently just came out on Nintendo Switch, so that's exciting. So I guess we're walking around the house. They have little icons that tell us what doors we can enter. Look at yourself, don't look at yourself. We'll look at ourselves. It's us. In our house. Alone. Waiting for our father to return. And all we know, as a young boy, is don't let her in. Your parents' bedroom, you don't go in there. This is our room. Okay, let's go ahead and head downstairs. And now we can move all around. Okay. Is there anything we can actually do here? It's also interesting how the perspectives change, I think, in this game. Eat or don't eat? Well, we do need to eat. You pry open a can. It tastes wrong. Well, we didn't cook it. Oh! Who was that? I'm not going to watch TV right now. Open the fridge. Everything has gone bad. Yeah. Now, I don't know how old these kids are, but they don't look old enough to, maintain the activities of daily living like an adult would or an older kid. Listen to the radio. Emergency broadcast loops. Emergency broadcast? Why? Knock, knock. Is this a national level emergency? It's a woman. Hello. Sweetheart. Are you okay? Please let me in. I know I'm not supposed to. But I kind of want to see what happens. Okay, let's play correctly at first. And then maybe at the end we'll go back and see what happens if we do let her in. You ignore her. And close the blinds. Can't have her staring at us the whole time. You're tired, you need sleep. All right, well, let's look around first. The note your father left. Read note. Don't let her in with no explanation. Oh, he just left a note. Watch the TV. Nothing but static. You turn it off. So either the bill hasn't been paid, or again, there's been some sort of national level emergency. Well, let's head back to bed. I don't really think we can do anything else right now. Okay. Back to bed. You decide to sleep. Sleep for dinner. Week 5. You've run out of food, you're starving. Yeah, things are getting dire at this point. What are those things on the wall? Are those worms? Look at yourself. Oh no, we're starving. We are starving. Okay. We need to... Okay, wait a minute. There's a puddle now on the floor of our parents' bedroom. Why? Something pools at the door. Go inside, stay out. No, we need to go inside. Ugh! What happened here? These are worms. The window's broken, the mirror's cracked. It's warm. What is it? An egg sack? It's an egg sack that something hatched from. Look at this. And it made its way outside. Where did it go? Why is there an egg sack in our parents' room, and what does it have to do with the woman we're not supposed to let in? What do you guys think? This is strange. The shelves are empty. There is no food left. I wonder what it has, like, what do they have to do with each other? The rot overwhelms you. Ugh. We gotta throw that away. Every frequency is silent. So no national emergency anymore? You're exhausted. There is no food left. All you can do is sleep. So, are we just, like, not going outside for any reason? I guess we don't know where they put the money? Knock, knock. Of course not. She's here. What do you want this time? Honey, you need to eat. Let me in. No. My dad told me, don't let her in. And that her is you. You ignore her again. And close the blinds. So, the game is building tension to this, I guess, reveal as, you know, as to what this woman is, what her motives are. I mean, there's a lot we don't know. We don't know what happened to the dad. We don't know why there was an egg sack in the parents' room that hatched. We don't know what came out of that egg sack. I mean, there's so much unknown here. Week 6, and I think that's, again, what makes a lot of these experiences so exciting. You hear something at your window. Uh-oh. Bet we know who that is. Wait a minute. We could barely see through the blinds, but I think that was some sort of a giant centipede of some kind, some sort of giant insect. Was that what hatched from my parents' room? You hear something in your parents' room. She's an insect monster? Wait a minute, the whole town is insect monsters. What's going on? Oh! The creature overpowers you. Your consciousness fades. You're somewhere dark and warm. You can't move. You feel something crawling inside you. You feel safe. Okay. I understand what happened. I understand what happened. So, those creatures, I guess, somehow got a hold of your dad, and when they do, they transform him into these bug-like creatures that have, I guess, the face and appearance of a woman, and that's probably, you know, used in order to get inside of these people's homes. Kind of reminds me of the one game we played about the kaiju. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but it was called Mask of the Devourer. At least the game was. I don't remember the name of the creature. But there's a kaiju that is this giant centipede monster that has the face of a beautiful woman. And I wonder if this was kind of inspired by that kaiju. This is on a much smaller scale. But, man, that is cool. And I do want to figure out what happens if we do let her in. Okay, so here we go. Here she is. And this time we are going to let her in. Thank you. You must be hungry. Worms? Eat it. Good boy. It squirms in your mouth. You swallow it. Now go to bed. I expected the game to just end. All you can do is sleep. Week? Question mark? Wait a minute, is this a whole different ending? You're unsure how much time has passed. Every day she makes you eat. Your body feels wrong. Oh. The worms are crawling under our skin. And we can see them on our face. We're not starving this time, though. So she's turning us into one of them. And again, this time, with this ending, we get to see the process. Oh, we fell over? The worms are consuming us. Your consciousness fades. You're somewhere dark and warm. You can't move. You feel something crawling inside you. You feel safe. And what is this? Is this our room? And there's the egg sac. So this is exactly what happened to Dad. We just get to see more of the process with this ending. That was so cool. And again, I really think it was inspired by that concept, but it is a national level emergency. Everyone's getting infected and turning them into these things. And the reason Dad said don't let her in is because the creature that comes out is the body of an insect and the face of a woman every time. Friends, that was another fun time, and I'm glad, even though it was short, that we got to spend it together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have a lot of really cool playthroughs, longer playthroughs that I want to work on as soon as, you know, my voice gets up to snuff and I'm not sick anymore. I love you guys very much. Please be safe, and I will see you in the next one.